When does the mind put forth its powers? When are the stores of memory unlocked? When does wit flash from fluent lips? When but after a good dinner? Who will deny its influence on the affections? Half our friends are born of turbots and truffles. Author, Letitia Elizabeth Landon. Always be careful of where you run to. When the going gets tough, take it easy and slow down, else you venture into the den of lions. Author, Michael Bassey Johnson. I try to devote my afternoons to making music in my home studio, but it's a lot more fun hanging out with musicians and friends, and trying subtly to influence a band than me. Frustration and I have become good friends. And like any friend who's a bad influence, frustration sometimes makes me do things that are, in retrospect, stupid. Siren Song, author. Because being assaulted with maxi pads is a great way to win friends and influence people, today, author, Rainbow Rowell. I think my mother is my biggest influence. There are so many things I hate about her, but at the same time I'm thankful for her. All I know is that when I'm a parent I want to be just like my mom. I can talk to my mom more than any of my friends could talk to their parents. Author, Nikki Reed. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Author, Dale Carnegie. Boys are sent out into the world to buffet with its temptations, to mingle with bad and good, to govern and direct. Girls are to dwell in quiet homes among few friends, to exercise a noiseless influence. Author, Elizabeth Missing Sewell. She didn't smile back. Not even a little. I totally needed to read that book on how to win friends and influence people. But that would involve an innate desire to win friends and influence people. Author, Darynda Jones. You do it for yourself. You don't expect to change the world. You don't even expect to influence your family or your friends. You do it because you can't not do it and be who you are. Or who you're meant to be. Author, Martin Sheen. The political nature of man made it highly unlikely that a society designed to meet regularly would remain peaceable. The way to make friends quarrel is to pit them in disputation under the public eye, Jefferson said. Author, John Meacham. God, how we get our fingers in each other's clay. That's friendship, each playing the potter to see what shapes we can make of each other. I mean that reading forms your opinions, your worldview, especially childhood reading, and anything that does that has an impact. So call them friends, call some stories enemies if you want, but don't deny their influence. Author, Catherine Ray. The Truth About Leo Strauss is the most balanced and insightful book yet written about Strauss's thought, students, and political influence. It dispels myths promulgated by both friends and foes and persuasively traces the conflicting paths that American thinkers indebted to Strauss have taken. Author, William Galston. The majority of people permit relatives, friends, and the public at large to so influence them that they cannot live their own lives because they fear criticism. Author, Napoleon Hill. Senses of humor define people as factions, deeper rooted than religious or political opinions. When carrying out everyday tasks, opinions are rather easy to set aside, but those whom a person shares a sense of humor with are his closest friends. They are always there to make the biggest influence. Author, Chris Jamie.